Guys, you've seen this car before. I'm at Gas Axe Chop Shop, 10 Mile, Tennessee with Mr. Tim Dixon. This is in behind his barn. Isn't this cool? I know y'all have seen it before. Pretty cool old car. Tim is going to be working on a left turn bill in a few minutes. That car's sitting right, isn't it? Old Kingswood, 9-passenger. I come over here. Another reason I come over here was because I was wanting to see one of Tim's latest acquisitions. This old Chevy truck that I believe was, if I remember the story he told me about it, it was yard art. One of his friends had, and it's sitting on I think it's sitting on a square body frame now. This old Suburban. Isn't this cool? It's my first time to see it as well. So yeah, it's been sitting a while. See all that dirt in there on the rim? Got some Maypop tires on it. But isn't this cool? I'm going to say, I'm not for sure, but I'm going to say it's a 41 Chevrolet, according to the grill. No motor or transmission. I'm going to show you things I can't see, okay? I hope you can see it. It's got tint here, and I don't think you'll be able to see very much, but I'll give it a shot. Aren't those handles cool? I don't know what Tim's plans are for this. Tim already has some yard art, so that's the reason I'm not getting close to this vehicle, because of waspers. Oh, I got a Florida tag on it. And that Chevy emblem looks like one from a square body, doesn't it? Super van, isn't that a Ford? I could be wrong. I don't know. Isn't that glass pretty? The way it's... They met back in the day. I mean, I can't tell one vehicle from another now, but they sure did have some styling back in the day. Sure did. Like I said, I think this is a 41. I could be wrong. Somebody, I'm sure, will correct me. Looking at some of the ways this body was held up. Might just be best for yard art, but now I don't know. Tim is a master fabricator and a welder, so anything's possible with him. Anyway, I thought I'd show you this. I hope you got a kick out of it. Hang on, we'll look and say, hey, there's that old Blazer we cleaned up. See y'all in a bit.
New old stock vintage.
Check this out, guys. New old stock vintage.
Don't know how to open
I never
bug, but
let's see.
there's one in there.
Let's see what we got here.
I'm gonna put this in full and stomp it.
What?
Well, kiss my grip.
Let's see. Well,
Oh, it's coming.
let me hold this box.
Look at it.
That's
Oh,
cool.
boy.
Oh man, look at that bug shield. That is going to be for Tim's 76 two-wheel
Look at
drive
that.
Blazer. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
That
New
is
old stock.
new old stock. Golly, man. I can't believe you even found that.
Look at the package.
Oh, hey, don't throw that box away. That's cool.
Yeah, keep that box forever.
Yeah, keep that box forever. Rubber Queen. Man, is this not cool? Man. Boy, I'm proud you got that, Tim. This is for Tim's 76 two-wheel drive Blazer. You know, we cleaned up, took a, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks to clean it up. You seen it earlier in the video. I pointed it out. Anyway, can you believe he found this? Oh my goodness. Chevrolet GMC 73. Trying to read this. On 1/2, 3/4, 1 ton pickup. 83 on Blazer. 85 on Astro Safari. This is old, new old stock. I don't know where I think I heard him say he got it on eBay. Isn't that cool? Boy, now that's something. $5 long. I gotta look at this Blazer real quick. I've probably already said this, but I'll say it again. I'm at Gas Axe Chop Shop in 10 Mile, Tennessee. And GM Tim 38 is over here. He just got this truck running. Needed a new distributor. And he's hanging the door on that truck that Tim bought the other day. I think y'all seen the video maybe a couple of weeks ago. This is the two-wheel drive Blazer. Then I'm going to go back in there and try to video them putting the door on the truck. There's that seat I sat on. Got new carpet for it. The grill's in the truck along with the new bow tie that we bought. But that bug deflector be, sitting right here. But won't that be cool though? Matches the truck. Boy, this thing turned out good with Penetrol, didn't it? I mean, it brought out all of this, and it looks so cool. It looks really good. Anyway, Tim don't hardly have time to work on his own stuff for working on everybody else's, most of it. A lot of it being mine. But GM Tim 38, his name is Brian. Brian and Tim and everybody that you see in here, Waylon and Corey, they all have full-time jobs, and then they do this in the evenings. So, pretty cool. He was supposed to have brought me that El Camino this week, maybe next week. He said he had something on the trailer and didn't have time to take it off. My wife and I are going to, Mrs. PIB, I guess she's texting somebody, we're going to clean this up and try to make it look the best we can. And Tim told me left turn Bill's going in next here in just a few minutes. Hang in there.
679. So wait for Hey Tim, this thing start all right.
Yeah, start right out.
Well, I didn't put a light on it.
Tim had to weld up the door. It had broke loose from where the hinge is at on the door, and Tim wanted the original door put on it, so that's Tim welded it up, and Brian's in the process of putting the door back on and getting it going again, if you're wondering. Brian and Waylon.
We'll be done in a minute.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
You got a date tonight?
No, I don't have a date. No.
I looked up downstairs.
That's why it's off the track, isn't it?
Probably won't get it worked out.
Guys, you can't have a better crew than this bunch right here. Corey's outside working on AC. So we're at Gas Axe Chop Shop, 10 Mile, Tennessee.
10 miles, Tennessee. Oh, there you go.
Oh gosh.
I put them all on the seat there, right next to each other. That was the gas in front.
It's probably out of gas. That's the optional horn. I just said this here, I guess will. Left turn Bill, yeehaw! Guys, it's happening. This 84 Chevy C10 truck left turn Bill is in Gas Axe Chop Shop. Yeehaw! Got some rust issues here. This truck was lived here in East Tennessee its whole life in a county next to where we live. But the man, Left Turn Bill, was a farmer, and he drove it out in the fields and everything with his cattle, and the cow manure ate it up. Wasn't much up on washing things out, I say. Tim's gonna fix all this. This is my first time to see it up on the lift. It was born a 6-cylinder 3-speed on the column, and then when I got it, it had a 6-cylinder, another 6-cylinder in it. I think Left Turn Bill, the actual man, he just kept replacing motors in it as needed. So I think it was the second or third 6-cylinder that was in the truck, but the 3-speed had been moved to the floor. I would have loved to have had it 6-cylinder 3-speed on the column, but got a deal on this 350 V8, and I had already had a 4-speed, Saginaw 4-speed, and we just went ahead and I done that. Tim got started on it, and he had to wait for some patch panels, and then other things, you know how things go, other things happen. But it's in the shop. Brian tightened up the belt on it, that squeaking that you heard earlier. I'm just glad it's in the shop. This should be for, let me walk around this way without tripping on something. Tim replaced this whole piece. The other piece is in the bed of the truck. I'll wind up throwing it away, but I just wanted to show you new shocks, new exhaust. It's got a bunch of new stuff on it. Once again, guys, I'm a sucker for the story. So Left Turn Bill was a farmer, and he used it his whole life till he passed away. So this truck was auctioned off at a estate sale, and kind of ran through, and I wound up with it. See y'all in a bit.
Put your thumb over it, it won't be so loud.
He said, Waylon said, put your thumb over it, it won't be so loud. What's good?
Still has a little hole.
Let me hit it. I don't
Okay.
know. I probably can't do no better, but we'll see.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, that's better.
Put your thumb over it.
That's pretty funny, wasn't it? Let's see if there's any other places. I might be putting trim over there. That fella right there that you hear me mention in the videos, that's Charlie. That's my buddy Charlie. That's Brian, GM Tim's dad, Charlie and Brian. Of course, that's Corey. Where's my finger? Corey, Tim, Waylon, and Miss PIB. Where's my finger? What a crew. Always fun over here at Gas Axe Chop Shop. Guys, I know I make my videos too long, so I'll probably end this here in just a minute. This is the truck that Tim Dixon and I went to go look at, and Tim bought it. Got the blue door on it now, the original blue door. Had to change the regulator out of it. The regulator was bad and the window was messed up. Took it out of this, I'm calling it brown, gold, whatever, door, and put it in here, and had a hard time adjusting the door, but this is about the best it's going to get. If you've never seen it before, Tim just bought this recently too, like maybe a week or two ago. So Brian, that's GM Tim 38, check his YouTube channel out, would you? He changed the intake and the carburetor on. Hey, hang on just a minute. Okay, he put a different intake and a carburetor on it that Tim had. Brian said it runs really good now, but he drove this thing all the way from, Brian drove this all the way from his house to 10 Mile here without a door on it. This door was laying in the back, and he took that one off, and he realized, maybe I can show it to you, I don't know, Tim, you can probably see stuff I can't, but all that had broke loose. Can you see those fresh welds? Tim done that. On the hinges, that on the door that the hinges bolt to, that's what he done. But Brian said this is a good running old truck. He said it's awfully weird driving a truck without a door on it, but life in Tennessee. I was asking Tim, that looks like an old radar detector, doesn't it? I hadn't seen one of them in a long time. I got a sneaky suspicion that this truck will be at our house for a cleaning and all that stuff, and some penetrol. It should look pretty good. I'm hoping. It's silver and a blue, so it might look pretty good. I don't know. That's some really good patina, isn't it? Anyway, it's got Corvette style rally wheels on it, like I've had them on these style wheels, 5-on-5. I guess they're Unilug, and they are Unilug. What am I saying? And you can get 5-on-5 bolt pattern, put Corvette style rally wheels on C10s. I even got some on my S10 Ranger, remember? So, I think it's going to be a pretty good old truck. Tim, when I showed up, he was working on this 78 Firebird. I haven't seen one of these in a long, long time. Take a quick look at it. I was telling Tim back when I was going to, went 2 years to college, and back a long time ago. And my friend, we rode back and forth to school in his, we'd take turns driving, of course, but it's a pretty good distance, probably 35 miles or so, and we'd take turns driving. He had a Firebird, and what did I have? Oh yeah, I had a 68 Ford Torino GT Fastback. 302. It wouldn't roll down a hill. Let me think what I'm trying to say here. But I haven't seen one of these in a very long time. I always thought those Pontiac exhaust tips, Trans Am, were cool. But this is going to make a really nice car. I'm not going to open the door, it's not mine, but just thought I'd show you that. Tim was supposed to have brought me, or is going to bring me, this El Camino, like I said, but he couldn't. He had something on his trailer and didn't have time to get it off, so I'll get it one day. Just a little update here on this stuff here. This is the one that was parked beside a left turn Bill. I needed a drive shaft, and I think Tim's put one in it. I don't know what else. But I sure do like those wheels, don't you? He said it's got I think he said it's got a big block 454 in it. And here's some of the story here. It's from North Carolina. It's funny how things move around all over the country, isn't it? Don't have no seats. Don't have no dash cover or nothing. A work in progress. But you know, guys, seems like, or at least around here, seems like square bodies are kind of hard to come by. Or getting harder to come by. Let me say that. You can still see them, but most people don't want to get rid of them. Anyway, I'll end the video here. You're watching Prime at his best. I'll probably make a part 2 here of working on left turn Bill. Y'all have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. You're watching Prime at his best. And I'm on Instagram, Prime at his best. Facebook, Prime at his best. Got a second YouTube channel, Man on a Budget. And Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. Y'all have a blessed day. God bless y'all. See you later. That's okay, Wayne. Go ahead. Bondo?
No reason. Just slap full of damn Bondo. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh my. Huh?
This thing's not Michael Jackson. It used to be black.
Tim has this whole piece of metal that goes up here. He said tell him about that, Tim.
What's that?
It's cheaper to get this.
Yeah, I buy this whole panel about $8 cheaper than I can buy the 2 little pieces. Then I've got leftover wheel well, and most of them are rotted out in the wheel well.
Right.
I need that piece, I got it.
Oh yeah. That's hard to believe. That's the way to go. Get the whole piece. Like he did this over here. Like he done this piece. Remember it had some rust holes up in there? He just replaced the whole thing. Cheaper than buying pieces, you know.
Oh, boy, she's a beaut.
Yeah.
I get the idea. I'm getting in the back there.
Want me to hold it up, Tim? Hey, do that again, Tim.
It don't fit. That hole's supposed to go back.
Oh, man.
Man, I want you to look at that.
A little bit of a difference, ain't it?
Man, I cut that thing with 20 inch pliers on that damn thing.
I know. I watched you. This was when they was trying to save on gas, wasn't it, Waylon?
Yeah. Yep. The game dirty, I can't tell where the stop was going.
Guys, we're leaving Gas X Chop Shop in 10 Mile, Tennessee. We're going to go on home. They're just going to work about another I don't know, 30 minutes or an hour anyway. So I'm going to try to get home and keep an eye on deer. A lot of people hit deer in the road. So as long as I can kind of see them, which are kind of hard to see anyway, I'll be good shape. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. God bless y'all. Truly. See you later.